said in the week, Sam, that you wanted a performance. Did you get that?
Well, we won, so I'm happy with the win. Yeah, we fell off a bit at the back end, but partly to do with a bit of my rotations. But I was really happy with most parts of the game. Yeah.
Was you pleased with the way you started?
Yes. Yeah.
What was you best pleased about that start?
Well, I just thought we stuck to the plan. We had a lot of ball. We had a lot. We controlled the possession well, and Cass had a couple of errors early, and we made some points on it. And then I thought some of our parts of our defence looked much better. We fell off a bit in the second half. But it'll give us something to work on through the week. It's an exciting week for us all, so we're looking forward to that now.
Was you concerned when it got to 28-18?
No, not all really. We were comfortable today. I think we were comfortable towards the back end of the game. Just a couple of poor decisions on an edge cost a couple of points. They're Cass have really improved. You can see them improve. They were thin on numbers tonight as well. They're missing a couple of middle forwards. But they're only going to improve as the year goes on. You can see Danny's making a bit of a difference there. So we felt like we controlled the game well enough today we could see the players sort of switched off a bit the last 15-20 minutes.
I suppose that 28-18 though, it was good that you stemmed the tide, and it was the right man to do that, wasn't it? Steph Ratchford scoring.
Yeah, he tells me he's in the top 10 point scorers now or something. Is that right? Yeah, he told me he knows everything about his stats. Someone who's played so many games, he's got a great memory. It's great for Steph. Obviously, it's a big week for him. I think 350 games for Warrington is a big achievement. It's a lot. It's a lot of rugby for one club. So it's fitting that you got to try and kick the goal. It's good all his family here as well. So it's good to see his wife Kirsty and his 3 girls there as well, sharing at the end of the game. So it was nice.
Bit of a different approach this year in the last game before the cup final. You've gone strong. Was that an important thing for you today to get minutes into the legs of the players returning? I think it didn't work for us last year. Whether that was a part of that or not, I don't know. But we needed the 2 points last year. We're in a completely different spot. I don't think we lost too many games in the league. So we're just faced with a different scenario this year, and we just played it how we saw it. Have you come through with a clean bill of health?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just a bit lucky Fitz, a bit scratchy on his knee, but he wanted to play on, but I just made the call at half time to get him off.
Thanks,
Sam, versatility. Max Wood put his hand up for the win next week.
For the wing. Max Wood, I don't know about that.
It was some run though, Sam, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good. Well, Max is great. He can offer a lot to us. Max, he's a dynamic player. He's been knocking on my door a lot this year, trying to get some game time, and we've been relatively healthy through the middle. So he's been limited in what he's been able to do for us, but he certainly adds something when he comes in. So he's makes selection hard for next week.
Yeah, he's been good for the reserves this year, and another lad who's been good for the reserves is Jake Fewlis. I thought he was very competent tonight. He had a really good game.
Yeah, he played with some confidence, didn't he? I thought he took for that kick where the kind of thing called Lockie Fitz offside. He took a great catch above his head and picked up some low balls there. He made some good defensive decisions, and he's carrying the ball much stronger. He's starting to really look like a season, first teamer now. It's great to call on. So, I'm really happy for him. He's a great lad and obviously a great family. So, always happy for the Thewlis.
And with these lads having great games today, some difficult conversations ahead this week.
Yeah, well, it's tough. It's some players are going to miss out this week, which is the hard part of it. But it's a good opportunity for those players that are playing. So, it's just part of it.
Good luck at Wembley.
Thank you.
Paul Vaughan looked to sort of dominate from the off. How important will he be against a strong Hull Pack this week?
Yeah, I think Vaughan has been finding some great form. He missed last week with a little calf strain. But yeah, he's in when he gets in that mood. He's a big fella, and he's very, very athletic. And he's a great asset to the team. So we'll look forward to seeing him at Wembley next week. I think he's up for it.
And another one that seems to be in good form is Roderick Ty. He's certainly making his presence felt on the field, isn't he? You've been impressed by what you've seen of this season?
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant tonight. He was physical when he needed to be, and made some good tackles. You know, he's a great player. Rod, he's on it. The longer he stays in the team, the better he gets. He's getting that match fitness up, and he can really dominate with his physicality.
Is he a player? He's off contract, I think, at the end of the season. Is he a player playing for his future at Warrington Wolves?
Well, let's just get through next week. I mean, I think there's a number of players in that position. Rod's one of them. So I really value what he does for the team. You know, he's a great asset. You know, we'll be looking to keep him with us. You know.
Is anyone going to be racing the clock this week? Any with injuries, or is it just all the blokes we expect to come back will come back, or is there some doubts over?
No. I mean, what do you want to be more specific?
Well, like Williams, King.
Yeah, they'll
you
play.
just mentioned Lachlan.
They'll play.
They'll all play.
They'll play.
So, and Lachlan, if I heard tonight, he's okay.
Yeah, I'll play.
So, is anyone in any doubt then? Or?
No, I think we'll be good to go. We'll be good. You know, what everyone expects should play.
It's good for Williams. It's been a long time now, so any concerns he won't quite.
No, I think he's pretty determined. So he's been training with us now for a week and a half with the squad. So everyone seems pretty confident. You know, we'll see how we shape up. But I mean, we're going to attack it.
Just in terms of morale, just winning tonight, how much of a difference does that make to the week ahead?
Yeah, we needed the win. We needed the win for sure. I don't know what our record is in the league, but it's not great. So we needed the win. But you know, like there's parts of our performance last week that I was happy with. Like we got some energy out of that performance. You know, we had some good moments. We had some poor moments. But players are out of position, and you know, so you expect a little bit of it. So I'm trying not to overanalyse in those situations. You know, but we'll take a bit of momentum forward and look forward to the challenge on Saturday.
The other mob are obviously going well. Can you quantify the amount of improvement is necessary to trouble them? I mean, they're higher on the table. They obviously had a big win tonight.
Yeah, well, they're much higher, aren't they?
Huh?
Well, they're the team to beat in the league and the cup. You know, it's yeah. Well, they're the ones to beat. They've been the benchmark all year. They were outstanding last year. Yeah, so
They'll have to be your best performance of the year to win, do you think?
we'll see.
And have you got any thoughts on Perth Bears and Mal?
No. I don't know where it's up to, so I don't know. Is there anything?
Mal's expected to be confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably know as much as me. I don't know. Yeah, so I think it'd be great. It'd be great there for sure if that's where they go.
And it would be disappointing from a personal point of view, or not?
Not really, no, not whatsoever at all. I mean, you know, it's you know, the whole process has been great to go through. You know, it's not been disappointing at all. I mean, it's been good to go through. I mean, I've still not heard back from the NRL yet, so but it's not been disappointing at all. Whatever happens, I've learned something, so it's been good.
What have you learned? Sorry, I had to ask a follow-up question.
Well, when you step outside your comfort zone, you know, it's a good process to go through. You learn a little bit about yourself. You develop, you know, a couple of different skills. So yeah, regardless of what the outcome is, the process was great.
And the process is an interview process. That's what we're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, just finally, what is it that Toby King's sort of been in and out this season? What is it that he's been back?
So like a lower limb injury. He's got lower limb injury. I don't know. 1 week with his calf, the other week was his groin.
So it's fair to say it was a couple of injuries.
Yeah, he's had a couple
As
of
the
different
season's
ones.
gone
Yeah,
on.
he's had a couple of different ones. Start from the travel out of Vegas, and I think he struggled on the way back from Vegas and playing a bit too early. So yeah, but he's had a good 3 weeks, I think. So should be good to go. It was close tonight.
Good stuff. And just finally, what does next week look like for you? I think you said on Sky that it's going to be exciting. Lots of excitement, lots of planning.
No, I'm planned. I'm ready to go.
Lots of excitement then.
Plenty of that. See you, boys. See ya.